Welcome back to the Hockey Hub. Sophia and Kasey here with you. A little update from the Boston Bruins. Victor Arvidsson, if you're just joining us, did skate today with the team. He led the warm-ups and he should be going on, led the stretch after practice, and he should be going on the plane to play in Detroit. David Pastrnak still out, but we're going to switch our attention to the PWHL and another Boston hockey team that's perfect on the season so far, winning both of their games. We're going to welcome in Jamie Lee Rattray on our show. Thank you so much for being on and joining us on the Hockey Hub. I think we're going to bring her up in just, there we go. We got her. Thanks for joining us on the Hockey Hub.
No worries, guys. How's it going?
Great. All things looking good. You guys are playing well. The Bruins are playing well. It's really tight in the East there, so they're flipping from being second in their division to in a wild card position. You guys are just starting your season, so not there yet in terms of points production, but congratulations on the 2 wins. How has this season felt for you so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's been awesome. I think obviously you want to get off to a really good start, and we were able to do that this past week. And a lot of new things for us, right? New coaching staff, a lot of new players, but it's been a ton of fun getting to know everybody. And honestly, training camp was a ton of fun, and just kind of getting to know Kris and our new staff and how they kind of want our team to play. And it's been a ton of fun. And I honestly believe we have such a great group of people, and that's where it starts. And it's kind of shown how it works this last week, and it's been a ton of fun.
Starting with the many new pieces, of course, perfect blend of veterans and some rookies in the mix, which we'll get to in a little bit, new head coach, and some new changes when it comes to your system. A lot of speed is what Megan Keller talked about, and being hard to play against. You get 2 low-scoring games. What's it feel like to, first of all, come out and beat Montreal? Because you guys had so many neck-and-neck matchups with them last year, and when I talked to Megan, she just said the fact that, like, it's always intense between Boston and Montreal, and that translates across every sport, but very much with you guys. What did that feel like?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've had some good history against that team, and I think honestly, like playing, against players like Marie-Philippe Poulin, Laura Stacey, I mean, you always want to beat the best, right? So I think we did a really good job in game 1 of just shutting them down, and it was a lot of fun to play that way, right? It's so much fun to just stifle the other team, and I'm super proud of our group and how we did that. And then obviously moving on to Toronto this past weekend, we just kind of found a way to get the win. And honestly, that's what great teams do. I know it's so cliche, but it's honestly a great way for our team to kind of rally around each other too, right? They're always not going to be picture perfect. And I was super proud of our group. And we kind of got like little block shots, little great plays everywhere. And then obviously when you have Aaron Frank on the net, you can always win any game.
Yeah, Sparre mentioned the fact that you guys have the best goaltender in the league, and you've seen you guys be able to rally in front of her plenty of times. Communication has been a key term used for your new head coach, and he prides himself on his ability to communicate. Adjustments were made during the game versus Toronto to make sure that you guys were able to come out on top of that. How crucial has it been to have a coach that's able to communicate and make such adjustments so that you guys can prevail in such tough matchups?
Yeah, I mean, it's been awesome. I mean, I think, you always want your coach to tell you what's going on. I think especially in the pro game, I think especially for the girls coming out of college too, I think it's so important for them to know where they stand and where they fit in each lineup. And I think he's done such a great job of that early on, right? I think it can be hard as a young player coming into a new team, especially at the pro level, trying to figure out where you fit. And I think he's done a really good job of that so far. And even as a veteran player coming into this season, I felt like I knew exactly what I needed to do and what he wanted from me. And it's so much easier as an athlete when you know what your coach wants from you. I think it's a great thing, and he's been awesome so far.
Yeah, we got to interview Kris a little bit. I don't know him that well, but we had him on for something we do here, Jimmy Fun, which is a telethon to raise money for cancer clinics and cancer research. And we have a lot of guests on, and Kris was one of our guests. He seemed very chatty, very excited and honored with the opportunity. And I liked hearing that. I liked that he and his family were so excited to move from Canada, come down and make this kind of his own thing. So other than what he's like as a coach, as a person, do you get to see, a lot of that side of him, or what's that like with you guys in the room and outside of the room, on the road, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been awesome to see kind of his, family side as well, right? Like, I think it was cool in Toronto. He's from Burlington, Ontario, and myself, my wife, and I, in the off season, live there around in Toronto area. So we had a lot of family in town. It was just cool how he opened his arms to everybody, right? Everyone who wants to have their family around. He's really welcoming, which is kind of what we want, right? Around the dressing room and around the team, as we want a family atmosphere. And now we have a 6-month-old, my wife and I too. So it just makes you feel very comfortable. And he himself has kind of prided himself on that. So I think it just makes it so much easier for the players to feel comfortable, right? Not just at the rink, but away from it. And I think that's something that we've always wanted to build here in Boston. The first, 2 to 3 seasons is we want to make sure girls are comfortable coming to the rink. They can just be themselves. And honestly, as an athlete, when you're just yourself and feeling comfortable in your own skin, you perform better, right? So I think he's kind of gone off what we've kind of done the last couple of years and kind of continued that so far. And that's something, awesome we want in our dressing room and outside of our dressing room.
Jamie, congratulations on your baby with your wife. I was going to take it more to hockey, but I do want to ask, what is your schedule like? Like, how do you guys manage that? And especially if eventually you guys will be going out with we want to touch on the expansion, but you're going out even further west now. So what's your schedule like day to day, and how are you managing being a new mom?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the schedule day-to-day changes a bit, but I think it's been a lot of fun. I think, obviously my wife's, she's a rock star. She helps out when I'm at the rink, and she's such a great mom. But I think, honestly, it hasn't changed too much. I mean, I think you kind of figure it out as you go. I mean, all the parents out there know you just kind of continue on. And I think it gives you a little extra boost sometimes when you come home and see him. So it's been a lot of fun. And the cool thing is in our league, he gets to come on a lot of road trips too. So it's so cool to see him, alongside 20 other players, and he gets passed around the plane, around the bus, and what a cool way for him to grow up and to be surrounded by such great women, a great group of women. And I couldn't imagine a better way for his better first year of his life, really.
Did it change your off season at all? Because chasing around a little baby, even if they're just a couple months old, tends to be a workout. My best friend calls her mom arms the strongest arm she's ever had in her entire life. So did that change your off season at all?
It did a bit. I mean, not too much, but I think, the mom arms are a real thing. You get tired a little quicker but we have a nice gym set up at home. So that was kind of number one priority before he was born, was to get a good setup for the off season. So I was able to do a lot of, kind of work from home, if that makes sense. But I mean, it changes obviously a little bit, right? I don't get to just come home and lay on the couch all day. I think that changes a bit, but I think you kind of go in fight or flight, and that's just the way it goes. And it's been a ton of fun. All right, I think we've had a lot of great support with our families as well, which really helps.
Listen, the Songa Center has great turnout, but you're going to be playing a couple games at Aganis Arena. What's that like for you guys playing in the center of Boston? What do you anticipate with that?
Yeah, it's going to be so fun. I think we've had a couple games there last year, and the energy and the crowd was amazing. And it's such a cool feeling, right? Driving into the city that way, and you're going in for a big sporting event. Now as a player, it's so fun, right? I think now being here for 3 years, I've kind of seen how Boston rallies around their sports teams, and it's so cool. So we've seen nothing but love, and no matter where we play. But I think obviously going down to Aganis this next week is going to be awesome, and the girls love it too. So.
Another pillar to the team, Tapani, you and her have just had this tremendous connection, especially helping you guys push through to 2-0 so far on the season. What's it been like connecting with her and growing through, the changes that the organization have seen over the past 3 years, and being able to be a crucial part of this team's success early on in the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty easy to play alongside her, right? I mean, she's so good. I think she kind of makes the game look really easy, right? She floats around out there, but yeah, I mean, we've been fortunate enough to play, I guess, together now about 2.5 years. Obviously she joined us midway through year one, but yeah, she's awesome. And I mean, I think we've kind of always played really well together. So just trying to keep that going. And I mean, if you give her the puck in the right spots, she's probably going to score, 95% of the time. So I'll try my best to keep doing that.
Hey, just to take it outside of the league for a second, the Olympics are coming up. What's that schedule, training, and is the league allowed when the team is going to be named? Like I know with in the NHL, not all the players or rosters have been named. So is that the same process for you guys? And when do you find out?
Yeah, I mean, I think probably similar to what the NHL guys are going through, right? There's a pool of players for each country that are considered, and I'm not exactly sure when they're going to name the teams, but again, it's the cool thing about the way that our game is now is that there's a league to watch, and those coaches and those scouts that have to name those teams have some some tougher decisions because of, the hockey we're playing. So I would probably guess, leading up to Christmas or just after Christmas, I'm sure they probably have some good ideas of what they're going to do. And obviously our league breaks similar to what the NHL does. So, for the girls that are going, it's going to be an awesome experience. And then for the girls that, have to stay back in their hubs, I think we'll get some good training into as well. So either way, it's going to be, a good month of work. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be those scouts and coaches making those decisions, especially with the way our league is. And there's so many great players from so many great places.
A lot of talent. Quick twofold before we let you go. First of all, how is Megan Keller crushing it as you guys' new captain? Because we were so excited to chat with her about that. And did you see the Fleet games and know that you've got 4 teammates that are really big cheaters?
That doesn't surprise me that Levy cheats, because I mean, it's Levy.
You went straight to the one that was the biggest cheater too.
I mean, to be honest, we're athletes, right? We just want to win any way we can. But I mean, Megan Keller, I mean, I think it was a no-brainer, right, in terms of who our captain was going to be. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to play with her now for, this is the 3rd season with her, and I've had to play against her enough internationally. I'm sick of playing against her, so it's nice being her teammate. But she's just a phenomenal leader, right? And I think just the way she carries herself every day does it, in itself. And to be honest, I think she just makes everyone around her feel comfortable, which is a huge thing as a leader. I think everyone can come in the room, like I said earlier, can just be themselves and feels comfortable around her. And I don't think many people know. I mean, I think you can see it on the ice, but she's probably one of the most competitive people I've ever met, right? She wants to be the best. And in my eyes, she's one of the best D in the world. And she does that for us every single game. And she's been an awesome, awesome leader for us.
We're so happy you made the time to join us on our show. Thank you so much for talking about the Fleet, the upcoming season, new leadership, new coach, and Olympics as well. Good luck the rest of the way. Maybe we'll check in midway through the season, but thanks again for joining us.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Take care.
All right, we're going to send it to break over here, and on the other side, we got Scott McLaughlin joining us from WEEI, and he's got his thoughts. He was just at Warrior for practice. He's got his thoughts on the Bruins next.